If you want to live longer, like really live longer, skip the miracle supplements and the 5-day detox plans. Start with what's in your fridge. Longevity isn't luck, it's a pattern. The longest living populations on the planet share surprisingly simple habits. They move daily, sleep deeply, manage stress, and eat nutrient-dense foods that nourish their cells instead of punishing them. What's fascinating is that many of those same foods overlap across cultures, from Mediterranean villages to Japanese islands. And dairy, despite years of bad press, sits quietly at the center of that longevity equation. Greek yogurt, milk, kefir, all appear in the diets of populations that live longer, stay stronger, and age slower. So let's break down the foods that science consistently connects with a longer lifespan and how dairy can fit into that picture. Number 1 is Greek yogurt. Greek yogurt isn't just breakfast. It's a biological maintenance tool. A serving delivers around 17 grams of complete protein, plus probiotics, calcium, and vitamin B12. Those nutrients support muscle, bone, and gut health. 3 of the most critical systems for long-term vitality. Why does this matter? Because muscle is one of the best predictors of how long you'll live. After 30, most adults lose 3 to 8% of their muscle mass per decade. That loss drives slower metabolism, weaker immunity, and faster aging. Protein, especially dairy protein, protects against that decline. Greek yogurt is rich in leucine, the amino acid that triggers muscle protein synthesis. A 2020 review in Frontiers in Nutrition found dairy proteins outperform plant proteins in maintaining lean mass during weight loss or aging. So when you eat yogurt, you're not just feeding hunger, you're preserving metabolic youth. The live bacteria in yogurt also nurture gut health, lowering inflammation and improving nutrient absorption. Combined with polyphenols from fruits like blueberries, yogurt becomes a 2-for-1 longevity meal. High protein for muscle, probiotics for gut resilience. Number 2 is milk. Milk has been unfairly villainized, mostly because of outdated fat paranoia. But if you zoom out from internet debates and look at actual outcomes, milk consistently improves performance, recovery, and body composition. Its 2 proteins, whey and casein, work in tandem. Whey digests quickly, flooding muscles with amino acids like post-workout. Casein digests slowly, providing a steady stream of amino acids overnight. That steady flow supports growth hormone release, cellular repair, and tissue regeneration while you sleep. Sleep itself may be one of the most strongest anti-aging mechanisms we have. A 2010 study in the Annals of Internal Medicine found that people who slept only 5 hours lost 60% more muscle and 55% less fat during a calorie deficit than those sleeping 8. In other words, sleep decides whether you lose fat or lose muscle, and casein-rich foods like milk can help protect muscle overnight. Milk's electrolyte content also supports cardiovascular health. It's naturally high in potassium, magnesium, and calcium, nutrients that help maintain your blood pressure and your heart rhythm. For decades, populations that drink milk regularly have shown no increase in cardiovascular disease when dairy replaces refined carbs. Context matters here. When milk is part of a whole food diet, it helps more than it harms. Number 3 is kefir. If yogurt is the maintenance food, kefir is the upgrade. It is fermented milk containing over 30 strains of beneficial bacteria and yeast, far more than traditional yogurt. Each sip helps repopulate your gut microbiome, reinforcing the barrier that keeps inflammation from spreading systemically. A 2021 meta-analysis in Nutrients linked fermented dairy intake with lower all-cause mortality, largely due to improved metabolic and immune regulation. The gut isn't just about digestion. It affects your hormones, your mood, and even brain function. A healthy microbiome reduces oxidative stress, stabilizes your glucose levels, 2 major aging accelerators. Kefir may also improve lactose tolerance for people who typically struggle with milk. The fermentation process breaks down that lactose, making it easier to digest while still delivering all that calcium and protein. That makes it a rare food that's both therapeutic and functional. Number 4, my favorite berry, blueberries. Blueberries look harmless, but molecularly they are savages. Tiny biochemical warriors armed with anthocyanins, compounds that repair oxidative damage and slow cellular aging. These antioxidants activate AMPK, a longevity pathway triggered by exercise and fasting. Long-term data from Harvard's Nurses' Health Study shows regular berry eaters have slower cognitive decline and better cardiovascular health. Blueberries also improve endothelial function, the ability of your blood vessels to expand and contract properly, which helps prevent high blood pressure and heart disease. Pair it with Greek yogurt, you get some synergy. The yogurt's protein blunts glucose spikes, while probiotics enhance absorption of blueberry polyphenols. It is literally longevity in a bowl. Number 5 is olive oil, but not just any olive oil, extra virgin olive oil. It is the backbone of every Mediterranean longevity study for a reason. Its monounsaturated fats and polyphenols like oleocanthal act as natural anti-inflammatories. Oleocanthal even mimics the mechanisms of ibuprofen, blocking the same pain signaling enzyme. Long-term studies show daily olive oil consumption reduces cardiovascular events, lowers all-cause mortality, and improves HDL function, which is the process that clears cholesterol from your arteries. And here's the cool part, Olive oil's fats improve absorption of vitamins A, D, E, and K. When combined with dairy, especially full-fat milk or cheese, it amplifies the bioavailability of vitamin D and K2, nutrients that keep calcium in your bones and out of your arteries. So yes, drizzling some olive oil on feta isn't indulgent, it is chemistry. Number 6, we got fatty fish. Salmon, sardines, and mackerel deliver omega-3 fatty acids like EPA and DHA, which lower systemic inflammation and support cognitive longevity. Inflammation is the slow erosion of aging, and omega-3s are one of the few nutrients that directly fight it. Low omega-3 levels are associated with shorter telomeres, the protective caps on your DNA strands. Shorter telomeres means faster aging. Higher intake slows that process. The synergy between fish and dairy is underrated. Calcium and omega-3s both improve bone-muscle crosstalk, a communication network that affects metabolism, strength, and recovery. Think salmon with the Greek yogurt tzatziki. Delicious, molecularly aligned with long life too. Number 7, we got nuts and seeds. These are your cellular insurance. Walnuts, almonds, flax, chia, pumpkin seeds, loaded with magnesium, antioxidants, and unsaturated fats that stabilize blood sugar and improve heart function. The Nurses' Health Study and Health Professionals' Follow-Up Study found that people eating nuts 5 times a week had about a 20% lower risk of death from any cause. Their combinations of omega-3s, vitamin E, and plant sterols reduce inflammation and support brain plasticity. Pair them with some dairy and you get sustained satiety. Protein from yogurt plus fats and fiber from nuts smooth out post-meal blood sugar swings. Number 8, we got some leafy greens. Think spinach, kale, arugula, collards. Not exciting, but they are essential. They provide nitrates that enhance mitochondrial efficiency, the process of turning oxygen and nutrients into energy. The better your mitochondria perform, the slower you age. Greens also contain folate, magnesium, and vitamin K1. Combined with vitamin K2, they create a calcium management system that strengthens bone while preventing arterial calcification. A simple Greek salad with olive oil, feta, and arugula covers nearly every nutrient category linked to healthy aging. Plus add some protein in there too. Number 9, we have whole eggs. Eggs contain nearly every micronutrient required for survival. They're rich in choline, which supports brain and liver health, and carotenoids like lutein and zeaxanthin that protect eyesight. Modern research consistently shows that moderate egg intake does not increase your cardiovascular risk. It improves lipid particle size and HDL function. The protein quality even rivals dairy. Pairing eggs with milk or yogurt extends amino acid availability, supporting muscle repair over several hours. They're simple, more affordable than they were a few months ago, and evolutionarily perfect, exactly what longevity nutrition should be. Number 10, we have legumes. Beans, lentils, chickpeas. They are heroes of every centenarian region on Earth. They provide complex carbs, fiber, iron, and some plant protein, all key to metabolic stability. Their soluble fiber is going to lower your LDL cholesterol and feeds gut bacteria that produce butyrate, a short-chain fatty acid that protects colon cells and reduces your inflammation. Combining legumes with dairy even gives you a complete amino acid coverage. Lentil soup with a dollop of Greek yogurt isn't just a comfort food for us Greeks, it is a blueprint for a long life. Number 11, we have fermented foods. Beyond kefir, foods like sauerkraut, kimchi, and miso are going to increase your microbial diversity, one of the strongest markers of biological youth. A diverse microbiome means stronger immune tolerance, less inflammation, and better metabolic control. When fermented vegetables meet fermented dairy, you get a compounded benefit. Multiple bacterial strains working together to regulate gut function. That balance improves digestion, reduces autoimmune triggers in the right person, and even influences mood via the gut-brain axis. Number 12, we have cherries and the other berries. Cherries are going to contain natural melatonin, the hormone that controls sleep cycles, along with anthocyanins that reduce oxidative stress. Better sleep equals better recovery, and recovery equals slower aging. A small serving of cherries or cherry juice before bed is going to improve your sleep duration and quality. Simple as that. Pairing them with the yogurt and milk is going to give you tryptophan and casein, giving your body the raw materials and the hormonal environment for deep restorative sleep. Number 13, we have coffee and green tea. Coffee drinkers consistently live longer across population studies, but its moderate intake, like 2 to 4 cups a day, it's associated with lower risk of type 2 diabetes, Parkinson's, and cardiovascular disease too. The polyphenol chlorogenic acid is going to improve endothelial function and glucose regulation. Green tea is going to add EGCG, a catechin that's going to activate sirtuins, the same longevity genes stimulated by caloric restriction. Together, they reduce oxidative stress and inflammation across multiple systems. Adding a little splash of milk to either drink is going to cancel the benefits. In fact, research suggests that milk proteins may stabilize polyphenols, enhancing the absorption. Number 14, we got to end on a fun one. It is dark chocolate, but it is 85% cacao or higher. This is going to provide flavonols that improve blood flow, cognition, and insulin sensitivity. Regular consumers show lower blood pressure and better endothelial health. Pairing chocolate with some milk or kefir is going to smooth blood sugar response, reduce caffeine jitters, and extend your satiety. So yes, dessert can be part of your longevity plan, but you just got to build it wisely. So here's how it all fits together. Longevity isn't just a single diet. It is an ecosystem of habits that keep you metabolically flexible and physiologically young. The foods that drive that process share the same traits. They protect muscle, protein from dairy, eggs, and fish. They stabilize blood sugar, like fiber from greens, nuts, and legumes. They reduce inflammation, antioxidants from berries, extra virgin olive oil, and tea. They support the gut, fermented dairy and vegetables. And they improve your recovery, casein, melatonin, magnesium, and omega-3s. Dairy does fit in each of these pillars, sometimes directly, sometimes by supporting the nutrients around it. It's not the only longevity food though, but it is one of the most versatile, accessible, and scientifically validated. So a typical longevity plate might look like this. Greek yogurt with blueberries and walnuts for breakfast. Lentil salad with olive oil, feta, and spinach for lunch. Salmon with some roasted veggies and a glass of milk before bed. Simple, affordable, and proven to work. So to summarize, living longer isn't about restriction. It's more about preservation. You're maintaining systems that already know how to keep you alive, your muscles, your mitochondria, and your gut microbiome. They just need that consistent input. Greek yogurt, milk, kefir, they fueled humans for thousands of years, long before biohacking became a buzzword. And when you combine it with fruits, greens, nuts, olive oil, and fish, they form a foundation for longevity that's usually delicious and defensible. You don't have to eat perfectly, you just have to eat with purpose. Because the goal isn't to live forever, it's to live fully for as long as you can.